Welcome to our overview of Fieldmagic. In today's video demonstration, we'll be covering off how to respond to inquiries and how to then convert them into a quotation, and finally, how to then schedule a job to carry out that work. Here we can see a brand new inquiry that's been submitted from our website from Blaze Fox of Fox Enterprises. Here we can see it's new, and we can click into that inquiry to find out a bit more information about what the inquiry is. Scrolling down, we can see all of the information that's been submitted from our website form, including the inquiry notes, and we can see that Blaze is after a brand new CCTV for her storefront. Fieldmagic will allow you to then go and respond to that inquiry, and you can either send out an email directly from the system, which will automatically capture back any replies as well, so you can centralize all of your email communication into the system as well. We can log events, schedule tasks, and also store any notes as well in Fieldmagic. Now, after having a conversation with Blaze, I know that she's ready now to receive a quotation, and I'm going to recommend a really basic system to service her storefront. Here we can then go and convert this into a quotation. Fieldmagic will do a quick deduplication search just to make sure we're not creating a duplicate record and just making sure that she's not a customer in the system already. Here we can see no duplicates have been detected for the customer, for the site, which is the location, and no duplicates for the contact. And we can then go and start the process of creating a quote. Here we've got the option then to select a department to tag this to. And before we progress finally to creating the quote, we can also update any notes as well for that quotation. And I'm going to then go and create a brand new quote. Fieldmagic will then take me directly into my quote builder, and I can start building up a nice polished quote to present to Blaze. We have a few different tools in our quote builder. We can add groups, so we can group our different products and services, and these are all drag and drop as well. And we can build out a really good set of services within that quote. Now, if we're sending a basic or a quote that's quite common, a really nice thing to do is to store all of your different quote templates in the system so you can reuse them across your customers. And that way you're saving a lot of time and you're using something that's tried and trusted in the past. So what we've got over here is the ability to select a quote template. And I'm going to select a Sony basic cam setup for Blaze. And we've now applied that template, which is applying the product into the specific quote. I can also then look at my cover letter as well, which is an introduction of the services that we're going to be providing. And the cover letter is also part of my quote template. And this just allows me to go and include any information above and beyond what's in our line items in the quote table as well. And of course, we can still edit this and use all of our different formatting tools if we'd like to expand on our services here a little bit more. And we can also attach any documents as well. So if we've got a case study or a company profile and we want to attach that to our quote, we can also drag and drop PDFs that will merge into a nice single document as well if we've got any supporting information that we'd also like to send. At this stage, I'm going to save this quotation because I'm quite happy with it. And I'm going to have a look at what the preview of that quote is before I send it. So I'll click into this preview option over here. Here we can see all of the information. We can see our introductory cover letter and our services and so forth. And we can send it as an email directly from the system as well. Now at this stage, I'm going to update the quote to quote sent with our configurable journey at the top over here. And a few days later, Blaze is going to give me a call back and say, yes, we'd like to go ahead with our camera setup. And at this stage, I'm just going to now go and convert this to a job to start the process of scheduling it. So click convert. Here we've got the option now to define all of the different characteristics of the job. The first thing is, do we need a purchase order number? In this case, because Blaze is a small business, she's going to not need a purchase order number, so she's not going to provide us with one, which is okay. If there was a purchase order number, we can also enter a purchase order number in there if it's required. In this case, our job type will be a simple job. Fieldmagic will also support project jobs for more complex jobs that have standard tasks and standard procedures that you might want to include on that type of job. But in this case, it's quite a basic job, so we're just going to use a simple job. Billing type defaults to fixed price because it's coming from a quotation. However, we also support time and materials if you'd like to bill just based on the time and materials that you've used on that specific job. Or if you like a bit more flexibility, we've also got flexible invoicing, which allows you to build an invoice basically just the way you'd like to build it. Okay. Yeah, we can see we've got all of the details. I'm also going to set the flag over here to create materials for all of the parts, which is a nice option, which will take any materials from the quote and create them on the job so that my technician knows exactly what to bring along to that job, which is a nice way of sharing information to the technician as well. Finally, we'll click Convert to Job. That then goes and creates a job, takes us into the job, and we can see at this stage that the job is awaiting scheduling. We can see all of the details about the job, including the customer, the site address that we're going to, and of course we can also see we've got a single task on that job to go and schedule this camera setup. Now, if we needed to create multiple tasks, we can also create more tasks that can be scheduled. And of course, we can also attach any files on that job that may be required by the technician on the field as well. At this stage, we're going to go and click Schedule Tasks at the top, and that will allow us to then go and view our calendar to see all of our resources. On the left-hand side, we've got all of our users in the system with their titles, and any departments that they may belong to. We can also cycle from different dates. We can go to different dates if we need to schedule into the future. And of course, we can hover between day, week, a 2-week view, and also a month view to see a scrolling view of all of our jobs. In this scenario, we're just going to use our day view, and I'm going to drag and drop this job to my technician, and that then schedules that to the mobile device